I walk toward the shore with the sun on my face. Chip on my shoulder, wonder how that'll taste when I swallow my pride and accept defeat. After all that I've tried, soak my feet, reminisce on a ride. Soak the streets so no one sees I cried. If only you couldn't see my eyes. So I look away for as long as allowed. Nothing to say, used to get so loud. What about? Tell self whatever. At least you were clever, it was never for the money. Ha ha ha, yeah that's funny. Cause that make me a corner piece in the puzzle of gentrification. Nah, forget that, I'm a painting, not a sidewinding leech, not a vagrant. Pretty dope, but maybe not amazing. I get it, believe me. So you
ain't been doing right, I've been doing wrong. Champagne in my glass and I'm so gone. I done seen it all.
So as you see, I failed 265. I think that was supposed to be a set of 3. That was the second set. That would have been I'm sorry. That would have been the third set. That would have been the third set. And as you see, my niece come in the. I forget what she was saying, but I do know when she looks in the camera, she's like, "Well, don't stop, don't stop, don't stop." Anyway, she's awesome. So what you see here, first and last sets, you're gonna see. Day 1, 4 sets of 6, 425 on the squat. This is the first set. And typically my squat days are Monday, Wednesday, Friday, but I skipped that Sunday's workout, so everything moved ahead a day. So, and I didn't have footage from that Sunday's workout. Well, yeah, I didn't film that first day, so this is technically the second day, but whatever. Bench press, I'm sorry, squat and bench press day. 425, 4 sets of 6. And to be honest, I've never done this much volume, like ever. But I got it done. One rep at a time. I got it done. Yeah. So here, the last set here, I'm very happy with the fact that as shitty as I felt doing them, because at this point it was just very laborious. I was done. I got it all done, and they were moving. I've never squatted any weight ever that quickly, especially over 400 pounds. So yeah, very happy with that.
here we go. Well, I walk toward the shore with the sun on my face. Chip on my shoulder, wonder how that'll taste when I swallow my pride and accept defeat. After all that I've tried, soak my feet, reminisce on a ride. Soak the streets so no one sees I cried. If only you couldn't see my eyes. So I look away for as long as allowed. Nothing to say, used to get so loud. What about? Tell self whatever. At least you were clever, it was never for the money. Ha ha ha, yeah that's funny. Cause that make me a corner piece in the puzzle of gentrification. Nah, forget that, I'm a painting, not a sidewinding leech, not a vagrant. Pretty dope, but maybe not amazing. I get it, believe me, so you could leave me. I got plenty other people trying to stop my breathing. Look down upon if I studied white rappers half as much as I did the black ones. Why's the color matter? All I heard was the message. Swear most y'all more concerned with your Twitter and your press kit.
Next up, yeah, this is the same day. This is about 10 to 20 minutes after that. Bench press. I think this is 255 for triples. Because I bench press so often, I typically just I'll just go in to make sure that I get the work done. But the reps and sets that I do is just dependent on how I feel. I have 4s, 6s, 2 days of triples, and a day of doubles. And what I do, it generally depends on how I feel that day. So if I go in and I feel like shit as I'm warming up, I'll just keep it where it's, something I know that I can perform. And my goal just being to get all the volume in. Deadlifts the next day. This is deadlift 455 for 2 sets of 4, and then 405 for 4 sets of 4, which puts me again at a good amount of volume. This is the highest amount of volume I've ever done ever on anything. This in conjunction with the squat volume, which is pretty brutal. Yeah, deadlifts haven't been feeling the greatest. They've been feeling off. Just something was missing, right? And it turns out my grip. I've little things. I brought my grip in a little too close than what I should have been. So I brought it back out to the knurling, and it feels so much better. It's like it feels so much it feels like it feels glued to my hand, you know. That in conjunction with the fact that the wider grip allows me, just me in particular, my body, to lock my lats in better, and which again enables me to break the ground better, because I just feel, because that part of me is secure, and I can just focus on the ground. Shut up, phone. I'm sorry about that. So yeah, deadlifts, again, they felt off, but considering the amount of volume I did the day before, I was pretty happy with how they were moving and the fact that I got it done. So the next day, so later that night, I came back and I bench pressed, I think 255 again for triples. I think it was triples or fours. I'm not actually sure. Let's count and see. Yeah, I think it's fours. Yeah, I came back and hit 255 again for 4 or 5 sets, I think. And again, I typically also auto regulate the weight, and it usually ranges anywhere from 230 pounds to 280 pounds. I usually stay within that range. So the next day was squat and more bench pressing. 435 on the squat for 4 sets of 2. And these were pretty cool. This was actually the easiest day of the week. It was by no means easy in the sense that like I could do a million sets. No, it was easy in the sense that it felt less taxing than the higher reps. Let's say that. So the first and last set, as mentioned before, and nothing really to say. These were pretty good. I will say it was really, really hot this day. So, and here is, what is this? 240? 250? I don't know what this is. I think this is 250. Anyway, I do believe that everything is just starting to reach a wall. But I also think the fact that because I train so frequently, I can have one day where something is moving very well. Like I could have 4 sets of 6 on squat. It's just moving. And then the next time I come in, 3 sets of 5 just fucking feels like the weight of the world is on my shoulders. You know what I'm saying? So that's that. So the next day after the middle of the weekday, which is this 435 squat day, more bench pressing. It's like Groundhog Day. More bench pressing. What is this? This is the day I failed. This is the day that I failed 265. This is the set you're seeing here is me coming back after failing and getting my shit together. Like, don't be a bitch and set up like an adult to do your job. So I did it. It was actually pretty easy the first 2 reps. The last one was a little grindy. And then I busted my knuckle open, re-racking the weight because I smacked it on the hook. Because bar path wasn't the greatest. So the next day, that was Friday. This would be Saturday. This was all the lifts. squat, bench press, deadlift. Squats were 5 sets of 4 with 455. Bench press was 5 sets of 4 with 255. Deadlifts were 4 sets of 3 with 425 with a plus set. To be honest, there was supposed to be, for the bench press and the deadlift, a conservative max. I'm supposed to work up to whatever I felt like I could do that day, but I just didn't feel like doing it. I just picked a weight that I knew I could probably handle and just did work and on the deadlift. And with the bench press, I kind of just worked up to something, something close to where I knew I was in terms of like reps, and then just did that. And if that felt good, so I guess that was sort of a conservative max. But yeah, very happy with the fact that I got all this done. So this will put total volume pretty high, about 10,000 pounds on both squat days. This is a little bit over 30,000 pounds of volume for me. So pretty happy with that. Anyway, bye.
Here we go. Well, I walk toward the shore with the sun on my face, chip on my shoulder, wonder how that'll taste when I swallow my pride and accept defeat. After all that I've tried, soak my feet, reminisce on a ride, soak the streets and no one sees I cried. If only you couldn't see my eyes, so I look away for as long as allowed. Nothing to say, used to get so loud. What about? Tell self whatever, at least you were clever, it was never for the money. Ha ha ha, yeah that's funny, cause that make me a corner piece in the puzzle of gentrification. Nah, forget that, I'm a painting, not a sidewinding leech, not a vagrant. Pretty dope, but maybe not amazing, I get it, believe me, so you could leave me. I got plenty other people trying to stop my breathing, look down upon if I studied white rappers half as much as I did the black ones. Why's the color matter? All I heard was the message. Swear most y'all more concerned with your Twitter and your press kits, like your retweets are really that impressive. You gon' feel passion as soon as my chest kicks. It might hit you so hard that your chest gives in. Hide away in that cave for days. We don't want you back till you've got something positive to say. It's all love in every single walk away from the shore with the sun on my back, tan line on the shoulder that held my snack. Yeah, now that I'm older, I understand. In hip-hop, I won't do you wrong. People, I won't do you wrong. It's all love in every single song. It's all love in every single song. It's all love in every single song. It's all love. Here we go. Well, I walk toward the shore with the sun on my face, chip on my shoulder, wonder how that'll taste when I swallow my pride and accept defeat. After all that I've tried, soak my feet, reminisce on a ride, soak the streets and no one sees I cried. If only you couldn't see my eyes, so I look away for as long as allowed. Nothing to say, used to get so loud. What about?
That's good. Run here, they're gonna fall. I'll walk. I'll be right behind them and see how far they can run. Split that ass, split that ass, split that ass, split that ass, split that ass. When you start walking, my friend, and you get 10 and 15 miles on the highway, you won't be splitting that ass. You'll be half dead by the time you get there.
80 pounds, I feel a hostage, seen her in hospice with dementia. Look what life did to ya. Pop another bottle, I really need to